Welcome back, everyone, to Devil's Details Diecast Gaslands Series. Today we'll be tackling this Hot Wheels biohazard truck, I guess you could call it. There's no name on the bottom. And this is probably one of the cheapest Hot Wheels pieces I have ever seen. The base is all plastic. This is all plastic. The only die cast is the cab and the flatbed. And I fought for a while about maybe just using the flatbed part, but I'm not one to let things go to waste, so I think we're going to do, there's my famous turntable again, I think we're going to do the whole thing. I'll just glue the refuse part back onto the truck itself so it doesn't come off, but yeah. Not really sure where we're heading with this, or I never usually know when I do these Gaslands builds. I just kind of start building, so we'll start at the beginning and we'll see where we end up. Alright, so here's a little update on our garbage man, calling him Mr. Yuck, for the Gaslands build. He's out of the stripper, obviously. I added some larger tires, threw a primer coat on the back. I think we're going to go with a regular green color. I'm going to paint it with some cheap acrylics to get that really crusty, old, faded paint job look. Haven't added anything to it yet as far as weapons or defense. This thing is unfortunately a little too high. I was going to make a scraper out of it, cut off this front part and kind of make it a scoop. But as you can see with the new wheels on it, it's super high. So I think I'm going to still cut this front off and then maybe put some spikes in front, or maybe even leave the front on and put some defense, or maybe a couple of roll bars around. I don't really care for the spikes too much on these. I just think it looks kind of cheesy. No offense to anybody else who uses the spikes, but I've only found toothpicks has a way to do it, and I don't really like the way the toothpicks look. Just personal preference. It's already got a wind guard. I usually do put a kind of a wind guard. I may still put a front spoiler on. I took the window out. It was just black glass anyway. I'll probably just get some mesh behind it. And yeah, I'm not sure what else yet, so stick around. And if you remember, this is what we started with. A Hot Wheels made in Malaysia garbage truck in this hideous fluorescent green color. Majority of it is plastic, except for the cab and the little back of the truck there. And here's what we ended up with. And here is Mr. Yuck. Converted from a chartreuse bright green garbage truck into a killing machine. The weight behind it. These tires do roll, but they're a little stiff because I just glued them. Pivoting gun. That'll surprise attack from the opening hatch here. A couple of spare tires. Of course, you gotta have your skulls and your devil horns. I figured you could use excuse me, I have a cold, sorry. Figured he could use these for spears or something like that, but also to instill fear on his enemies. Be a devil truck. Back has been sealed off for safety for the gunners that operate inside. And it looks at home on my new Gaslands base that I built today. Just a little something different to show off my builds and to have some fun. So here it is, Wednesday's Gaslands build. Mr. Yuck garbage truck. Stick around for some pictures at the end. Thanks.